morning, Harr, Gunatilaka, ADCP here. Just waking up, it's about 1 o'clock on the depot injection. This is how they kill ASIO, this is how they kill the investigators. They put you on medication. Now they're attacking me with Megaphone. Voices coming from the back, voices coming from this house, bedroom. They're in the operations centre. So they put the coordinates in on their screen, and with the searchlight, they can look into everywhere and they record. Every crime scene is recorded. They got voices in every crime scene. They put voices in your bed. Totally migraines, I can't stand up. Dizziness, nausea, bowel irritability. Full range of medical symptoms which are easily detected. There were the voices next door, voices out the front, voices in the back. Or getting criminal cases, allegations, criminal activity, while they try to steal your house, my housing list. I've got about 50 houses. This is the one we have here in Newcastle on my housing list. They say you're not ASIO, that you don't own anything, you haven't done any work, that you don't work, that you're disability, that you're a mental patient. Everything is denied or refuted. Got a massive migraine. The FBI harassed me, law enforcement, with the ministers, ABC, fake ASIO, migraines, dizziness, headache. It's about 1 p.m, waking up now on the medication. Okay, I got changed. Back to commence. To the house. This is my bedroom with the whole place to myself. I've got to take wake alert to stay awake on the medication. Take a wake alert, modafinil. Bedroom. So they incapacitate you. Empty bedroom, got another bedroom in here. They incapacitate, the cops incapacitate you while they do all these things to you. ASIO told me to take a wake alert, modafinil to get on my feet. Kitchen. Did my shopping. They stuff your shopping. They stuff every single thing that you do. They do 1,000 things to people each fortnight. 1,000 different things. A pantry. A beautiful garden. Beautiful yard. I can sit here and do my work. They incapacitate you while they do 1,000 things to you each fortnight. Or they try to steal your money. Framing, driving, framing for criminal cases. Say ASIO is not ASIO.
Police Operations Centre, Police, Princess Zara, Princess Catherine and Prince Andrew, LRAD Teams UK, with White House Group Obama LRAD harassing Harr inside his bedroom 24 hours to stop baby sex cases with meager distribution to everyone. It's not classified, it's on eBay and charged with terrorizing people that solve a case. The FBI allege law enforcement, the cops can talk to anyone with it. Banned sonic weapons, Chinese intelligence Huawei sonic unit and Megaphone sonic device LRAD used by Australian law enforcement, uniformed services Australian malicious cyber activity groups authorised by all Australian politicians Liberals. Greens and Labor, ABC Police Operations Centre. LRAD systems are a type of acoustic hailing device, AHD, used to send messages over long distances. LRAD systems integrated with a searchlight or sonar to allow surveillance into houses, and covert filters allow the sound to be the voice within your conscience and whisper thoughts. LRADs can transmit speech and acoustic information over long distances, up to 50 kilometers or more. While the benefits of LRADs as a tool for critical communication are clear, their weaponized use as crowd control is undeniably hazardous. LRADs can cause pain. Steal defense contracts for their friends. LRAD, long-range acoustic device location, police operations centers round discs on communication towers Huawei sonic unit, voice and data strobe illumines, sound wave laser blended light diode, VoIP calls, voice services, voice communications platform, voice traffic, and LRAD voice networks as per page 791 Huawei sonic unit malicious cyber activity. Full range of banned Chinese intelligence components in Australian telecommunications infrastructure, stealing all Australian intellectual property. LRAD incidents. Covert filters allow the sound to be the voice within your conscience and whisper thoughts integrated with surveillance applications integrated with malicious cyber software applications integrated with inter-area denial programs producing acute care mental health outcomes increasingly used by criminal groups to harass 24 hours, intimidate robbery and murder helpless victims in their homes, cause suicide, used to cause domestic violence and murder, used to cause terrorism used by pedophile rings to stalk and procure children, Royal Family and FBI Main 1 Australian law enforcement, uniformed services Australian malicious cyber activity groups, live inside people's houses human trafficking, coordinate insurgency terror attacks, sending police to arrest people that solve a case, over 5,000 homicide cases hearing voices to kill them. Police Megaphone and Huawei sonic unit LRAD use added to My Health Record www.myhealthrecord.gov.au. Police Megaphone and Huawei sonic unit LRAD communication recordings and transcripts applied to state and federal courts Australia. Q everyone asks what their problem is. They want money. Update. Q the cops said they didn't like it. A CO reply. Harr ADC, P, is being robbed, so they did all these things because you didn't like it. Ministers and cops Megaphone LRAD director Harr ADC, P, while Harr ADC, P, works quietly inside his bedroom. Extreme scenarios LRAD simulations from the Police Operations Centre, Al-Qaeda, pay demands, robbery, 50% mental illness harassment, pretending to be a CO, pretending to be the royal family, pretending to be the FBI, taking Harr ADC, P, Dodd contract and his removing from agencies and behaviour complaints, Main 1, Royal Family UR, ministers harassing Harr ADC, P, murder cases and police work, they saw Harr ADC, P, with William Terrell, theft, Act, Michelle Pogmore, Daniel Morecambe, with Kids Next Door, Act, Main 1, Federal Police Child Protection Unit UR, threats to kill Harr ADC, P, police are after Harr ADC, P, police are going to raid, drug busts of Harr ADC, P, copying a CO, supporting the simulation insurgency, the police LRAD people phone them, Main 1, FBI UR, emergency services fire, ambulance, police following, waiting or arriving, people walking past or arriving and saying child cases or following to the shopping centre, stalking, Main 1, FBI UR, police seeing Harr ADC, P purchases and removal from stock, product tampering, 15 years prison, training supporting simulations, Liberal Party, mental health arriving, medication compliance community treatment order CTO, sleeper cells in shopping, trained waiting to do a child case, or ask for money now, sleeper cells mental health, trained waiting to do a child case, or ask for money sleeper cells, laying in wait Tony Barnes pig, U-turn people driving to house and doing a U-turn pretend security police go to neighbors' houses and talk about the child case, use neighbors to say things, contact family and say things, saying they're a CO and Harr ADC, P isn't. Coordinating terrorism police and ministers LRAD, phone them up or LRAD them to coordinate terrorism, Main 1 a CO, Me 5, Me 6, CIA, War on Terror, this is what they did in the Iraq War, emergency, police, fire, ambulance family mental health insurgency people following Al-Qaeda Islamists neighbors sleeper cells, Megaphone LRAD stalking kids and murder victims Main 1, Royal Family UR, a CO advised police banned from carrying firearms acting as members of a criminal consortium 15 years mandatory sentence, threatening a CO officers whilst in execution of duties, possession of firearms by police now prohibited 15 years prison anti-terrorism control orders in Australia and the United Kingdom issued to police start, powerful international LRAD pedophile rings FBI operations. The FBI advise LRAD, used by pedophile rings. LRAD team is what's called a pedophile ring. They all take turns on voices that harass you 24 hours. Powerful pedophile rings send murder squads to pursue accusers' mental health outcomes, incapacitate and give the victim brain surgery used to stalk and procure children, and voices talk in your child's bedroom. Doctors put children on incapacitating medication. The abuse continues until victim is killed. LRAD is not classified. It's purchased online. Banned sonic weapons. Chinese intelligence Huawei sonic unit used by LRAD group. Q ask the Joint Terrorism Task Force JTTF who they are. Do you want us to send them? They're authorised for use by all Australian politicians, Liberals, Greens and Labor. ABC Home Affairs Australian National Security, authorised by Christopher Wray FBI Director and former Director James B. Comey. Police Megaphone and Huawei Sonic Unit LRAD use added to My Health Record www.myhealthrecord.gov.au. Police Megaphone and Huawei Sonic Unit LRAD communication recordings and transcripts applied to state and federal courts Australia. Us Me logo as per US Me Information Warfare Cyber Update 2022. Link. https://1drv.ms/b/s !rfax w3dqpn5tzhhnlvqil7dtvg. UR 443, 08A April 2017, by Harr Gunatilaka, pH 1 of 2, Part 1. RACO have ascertained all the Megarari victims have passed away. Me direct operations to present findings. Part 2. RACO have ascertained they just wanted to hang people up. RACO have ascertained they just wanted to hang me up. RACO have ascertained they were waiting for me to collapse from exhaustion. RACO have ascertained they failed to stop them from mega-eyeing me as well. RACO have ascertained there are 1,000s of emails notifications from Harr. RACO have ascertained they're stopping me from getting my GF team, girlfriend and assistance as well. RACO have ascertained they preferred they didn't do anything safety, page 270. RACO have ascertained they wanted to me to harass Louise so they could hang me. RACO have ascertained they kept themselves safe. Harr did their work and took all their danger. Me direct operations to present findings. Part 3. RACO have ascertained my wife had to address the issue also, rather than tend to their needs. Me direct operations to present findings. Part 4. RACO have ascertained they recommend to the military they kill me and cut my legs off. RACO have ascertained they wanted to be an US director at intelligence as well. RACO have ascertained they deal narcotics to the community as well. Me direct Me 5 to present findings. Note, the ADF no longer provides sexual services for person. Part 5. RACO have ascertained they're going to Hollywood as well. RACO have ascertained they're going to move into my house as well. Q. Did they get set up constantly as well? No. Me direct Me 5 to present findings. They're required to fully understand their role and their contribution for their command unit, page 301. Note, Me complied with the laws of armed conflict. Harr has taken every possible measure to avoid engaging in such actions. Refer, emails plus work. They're not going to take over RACO work and kill Harr. Part 6. RACO have ascertained they allege they contribute to the work. Q is the Megaray down. A. No. RACO have ascertained it's their responsibility to do the work. Ends up with, Me D, UR 443, 08A April 2017, by Harr Gunatilaka, pH 2 of 2. Part 7. RACO have ascertained their work was talking about it. RACO have ascertained they attack people from a safe distance. RACO have ascertained in moving into my home, page 290. Q defense signals order them to identify who the US election diplomats and press were, page 293 123. Part 8. RACO have ascertained they dispatched a delegation to the USA in a bid gain my royalties and then made subsequent changes to the legislation to get it. Part 9. RACO have ascertained they tried to put me in with Leo's. RACO fitness assessment. Email the 17th of February 2017. Part 10. RACO have ascertained they stated I was with Jared's group. Me direct Me 5 to present findings. Note, Harr gets their pay as well. Q are they Hornsby going to show the Michelle Pogmore evidence? No, they can never show it. Note, as they have been found guilty they are unable to receive any proceeds. Humor point. Simulated. They were unable to survive the attack. UR 676, 18 October 18, by Harr Gunatilaka, pH 1 of 3, PRT1. RACO declare Australian national security has key technology initiatives from a holistic, Defence Department-wide, end-to-end cyber security approach. RACO allege they the lib objectives from ensuring the joint operations can't achieve its missions to the Australian national security intelligence briefs to cyber, to defeating cyber attacks and securing RACO's networks. Command and Control, Communications and Computer and Combat Information Systems, National Security Systems and Defense Department and Intelligence Community Systems. LIB objectives, ensuring the joint operations can achieve its mission weakening joint operations by coordinating cyber attack operations to enhance their political advantage, attacking critical infrastructure from malicious cyber activity that alone or part of a campaign using significant incidents assuring a CO's networks, Command and Control, Communications and Computer and Combat Information Systems, National Security Systems and Defense Department and Intelligence Community Systems area denial cyber cooperation with interagency, industry, and international partners. A CO declare the Australian National Security Daily Intelligence Brief sets vision for addressing and implementing the Australian National Security Strategy. A CO advise the Australian National Security Strategy and the Australian National Security Cyber Strategy are closely aligned. Q. A CO ask how does it look for Australian cyber security? A CO allege the technology advancement and evolution cycle causes challenges for Australian national security as it tries to keep pace with its existing mechanisms and process. A CO declare this is an end-to-end look at cyber security to include workforce development and the systems and weapons platforms. A CO declare Australian national security have been transforming tactically and strategically. A CO declare from a tactical edge over the past couple of years. A CO and Australian national security has been taking 12-15 years of Harr Gunatilaka SWORTH of developmental and deployment work. A lot of it partnered with the CO and Australian national security which have grown the Australian national security intelligence brief and working better to integrate them. A CO advise it's a lot harder than anyone would have projected at the onset. A CO allege solutions coming out of industry tend to be proprietary integrated solutions that make it hard for LIB in terms of data rights and ownership that are private. Ends up with UR 676, 18 October 18, by Harr Gunatilaka, pH 2 of 3. MED, a CO direct operations to apprehend them as their data rights and ownership efforts are prohibited against THE law. Part 2. A CO declares Australian national security is fully capable. A CO advise we now have about 2 years of operational experience to look back on and say, NSA Director General Southeast Asia, Harr Gunatilaka is the way he has organised he most conducive to the way we fight in sonic combat. A CO advise the reconsideration comes at a time when the ARMY senior leaders are placing increased emphasis on ensuring that each and every one of the uniformed service members are ready to deploy into combat zones to include a significantly more difficult physical fitness test that all soldiers must be able to pass in the next 2 years. A CO advise sonic combat tests designed to simulate the physical demands of irregular warfare. The requirements will apply regardless. A CO declare sonic weapons kill. We want to make sure soldiers are organized the most conducive to the way to fight to maintain physical condition and withstand the rigors of sonic combat. A CO advised THE enemy pushes towards its goal of having 95% of its force trained on sonic weapons and deployable. A CO advised they cannot have a military where some are trained in countering sonic weapons and others are not. It critical that everybody is trained. A CO advised if the military riot to be deployed to war zones, 80% of the military will need to be trained in countering sonic weapons. A CO advised the military are required to have a diversified workforce to rebellions teams with new hiring authorities in order to make the military a more competitive employer of in-demand skills as they replace people plus find. A CO advised the military are required to create separate pay and personnel system as they steal pay and also make it harder to remove and replace people. A CO alleged for example they hired or converted the Australian Armed Forces on cyber weapons 3 years ago in order to steal approximately $700 million, Louise Mri Group. They are still developing plans to steal the money and decide precisely which categories of employees it will apply the new pay and personnel system to. ERESPA, page 545, page 546 plus find. A CO alleged they filled all positions. A CO alleged they made employees leave including by suicide as per, page 558. A CO direct operations to appended them for an excruciating hiring process that included swapping people, text, XXXX fit out. UR 676, 18 October 18, by Harr Gunatilaka, pH 3 of 3. UR 683, 29 October 18, by Harr Gunatilaka, pH 1 of 4. A CO alleged the Liberal PRTY paid some initiative by providing a share of Harr Gunatilaka's investments and proposed to transfer all of Harr Gunatilaka Director General National Security Intelligence Investigations and BREFs to them for financial gain on classified Australian DoD systems. A CO alleged the LIB DoD transferred a CO investigation and the CO daily investigation brief to Louise Mary's Group and the Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity LOG and the LIB Intelligence Program awarded contracts to police and liberal contracts firms to boost the department's capacity to run paid some bounties aimed at takeover of Australian national security for continuous software iteration and user-centered design, which are common in the tech sector private but not in the military, where classified DoD systems become privately owned. A CO alleged the Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity LOG paid some bounties are designed to identify and resolve Australian national security being degraded across targeted websites and assets and pay cash to highly vetted security researchers or malicious cyber activists to discover, disclose and degrade. The LRAD will continue to remake P1 cases with paid sum bounties for department public facing websites and pursue other crowdsourced security tactics. ASPA Defense Signals Directorate link, https://asd.gov.au, Figure 1. DSD changed to ASD with Liberal Party leadership. ASIO declare threats persist. ASIO and Australian National Security is working to identify innovative approaches to bolster security, combat malicious activities, and build trusted private partnerships to counter threats. Many of the largest technology firms, ends up with a provide a share of Harr Gunatilaka's investments, where crowdsourced hacking, Inc., UR 683, 29 October 18, by Harr Gunatilaka. Page 2 of 4, X, ME-D, programs as a low-cost tool to augment and strengthen the security and delivery their billion-dollar cyber program. ASIO allege they have industrial innovative ways to degrade and transfer ASIO investigations and the ASIO Daily Investigation Brief. It has never been more important, says Harr Gunatilaka, Director General of Australian National Security, to seize the billion-dollar cyber program. When our adversaries carry out malicious attacks, they don't hold back and aren't afraid to kill or injure, replace and take over. We're excited to see the ASIO Daily Investigation Brief continue to direct global national security and deliver corruption across the LIB and D-Sonic W Weapon Worldwide Activity Log, sent items, as the Liberal government's neo-Nazi paid sum and Harr program. Q. ASIO Ask W HAT is their policy which provides a legal avenue for security researchers to find and disclose and degrade department public-facing systems. The Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity Log has since enabled ASIO operations to identify and remedy thousands of security degradations. ASIO allege in 2016 the Liberal PRTY paid some initiative by providing a share of Harr Gunatilaka's pay award, $400 million, and to transfer all of Harr Gunatilaka, then Director General of Counter-Terrorism, Daniel Morcom DSD investigations and BREFs to them to steal his identity for financial gain by conducting an information and data attack on a government department. Q. ASIO ask who are all the crowdsourced, paid sum and share firms they contracted. Q. List 1, 2, 3. ASIO allege the Liberal Party tap into a wide variety of expertise and technical specialization as security assessments scale in type and complexity. The malicious cyber activities enable Huawei Sonic unit users to simulate realistic scenarios for global national security to challenge, bringing valuable new national security perspectives to emulate combat adversaries and mitigate risks. ASIO allege the new features of the Louise, Mary's, T-Raining program enhances the process to enable LIB components to run continuous, year-long assessments of high-value assets. Through this model, the LIB can maintain an open dialogue with vetted Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity Log participants throughout the development lifecycle of a system. To gain the Director General of Australian National Security hardware as software and other assets regularly updated, the Louise, Mary's Basic Research Group, Policy Group, will also allow the LIB branch to run assessments on ASIO assets, including hardware and physical systems. ASIO allege the cyber attacks as per the Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity Log is organized by TH Louise, Mary's Basic Research Group, Policy Group, billion-dollar cyber program and the LIB team were arrested for malicious cyber activities. Through the Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity Log and the billion-dollar cyber program works with DoD components and external government agencies to advise on paid sum and share bounties, crowdsourced security, degrading and disclosure policy group and private sector. UR 683, 29 October 18, by Harr Gunatilaka, pH 3 of 4. ASIO allege since the launch of the crowdsourced security program, thousands of cyber bullies, Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity Log, have engaged with the LIB DoD and cyber security risks cause the degradation of ASIO management performance due to cyber attack, induced system malfunctions or failures. ASPA page 681. ASIO allege the LIB billion-dollar cyber program emphasizes the importance of identifying crowdsourcing opportunities to identify and mitigate acts degrading more effectively, as per email sent items. Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity Log, 659. Their Sarah Hansen Bergamot Green politicians harassing me on Megaphone. They're complaining that got they charged with armed robbery, aggravated assault, home invasion, terrorism and lost their citizenship. WH at their problem is, they want my Bulgari jewelry. I told them to F off 551. Their Burger Louise cops and politicians harassing me for money on Huawei unit in bed. It's made me sick. 401. They're the Labour RTY with Burgehall prostitutes Navy group, harassing me in my bed. I'm sick from it on Huawei unit 7:24 p.m. They're all the cops with the Labour Party and Liberal Party harassing me out, and stirring my mother against me and to rant and shout at me. On Huawei unit 004 they're harassing me on Huawei unit they're stating they're ASIO. Why don't they harass PR players? The New South Wales Police with Elsis Group and WA Police and Liberal and Labour Party, X. ASIO direct operation S to apprehend the Louise, Mary's Basic Research Group, Policy Group, billion-dollar cyber program and for Louise, Mary's, training enhancing the process paid sum and share bounties. The billion-dollar cyber program is working to bring financial benefits of crowdsourced security approaches across the Australian Department of Defence classified systems and build on THE's success of identifying and mitigating, degrading more effectively the degradation of ASIO management performance due to cyber attack, induced system malfunctions or failures as a valuable tool for the Louise, Mary's Basic Research Group, Policy Group, billion-dollar cyber program, X. ASEO direct operations to apprehend the billion-dollar cyber program for promoting strong dialogue as per the Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity Log and for intelligence research, cyber malicious activity across the lib, the exchange of intel and the share perspectives of global national security approaches. Q. Who are their policy group training opportunities for military cyber talent? Q. Identify 1, 2, 3, X. ASEO direct operations to apprehend the B.
$1
IBA program for focusing recruitment efforts towards Australian national security research with the aim of revealing the intelligence of the Director General of US Signet, Cyber and EWG Global National Security Perspectives, X. ASEO direct operations to apprehend the former ASEO operatives as a resource to the equals government agencies tasked with developing and launching their own intelligence disclosure policies and paid some bounty programs as UR 683, 29 October 18, by Harr Gunatilaka, pH 4 of 4, Tihi Lib DOD teams, services or other share party contracts inquiring for Harr Gunatilaka's pay award or investments as reported in the Sonic Weapon Worldwide Activity Log. Cryptology Information Warfare Director General U.S. Military Intelligence,